Imagine this. A company is making huge profits. The stock price is rising. Investors are happy. But behind the scenes, top executives are misusing money, hiding losses, and making risky decisions. One day, everything collapses. This has happened before Enron, Satyam, Wirecard, and many more. So the question is, who is supposed to stop this from happening? The answer is corporate governance. In today's video, we'll understand what corporate governance really means, why it matters so much in finance, how it protects investors, and what happens when it fails. No complex math, no boring theory, just real understanding. What is corporate governance? Corporate governance is the system of rules, practices, and processes by which a company is directed and controlled. In simple words, it decides who has power, who makes decisions, and who is accountable. Every company has owners, shareholders, managers, CEO, and executives, a board of directors. Corporate governance makes sure managers don't misuse company money, decisions are taken in the best interest of shareholders. The company is run ethically and transparently. Think of it like this: if a company is a car, shareholders are the owners, management is the driver. Corporate governance is the traffic rules and brakes. Without rules and brakes, even a fast car can crash. Why corporate governance is important? 2.1. Protects shareholders. Most investors are not involved in daily operations. They trust management with their money. Corporate governance ensures financial statements are honest, profits are not manipulated, dividends and returns are fairly distributed. Good governance equals investor confidence. 2. Prevents fraud and scandals. Many corporate scams happen due to weak boards, no independent oversight, too much power with one person. Strong governance creates checks and balances. No single person should control money, decisions, and audits, all at the same time. 3. Improves company reputation. Companies with strong governance attract long-term investors, get easier loans, enjoy better brand trust. That's why large institutions always check governance quality before investing. Key elements of corporate governance. Let's break it down into simple parts. 1. Board of Directors. The board is the top authority in a company. Their main duties: hire or remove the CEO, approve major decisions, protect shareholder interests. A good board has independent directors, is not controlled by management, actively questions decisions. If the board is weak, governance fails. 2. Management. Management runs daily operations. Their responsibility: execute company strategy, use company resources efficiently, act ethically and legally. But management must be accountable to the board, not the other way around. 3. Shareholders. Shareholders are the real owners. Their rights include voting in annual meetings, approving major changes, electing directors. Good governance ensures shareholders get accurate information, have a voice, are treated fairly. 4. Transparency and disclosure. This is one of the most important parts. Companies must clearly disclose financial performance, risks, executive salaries, related party transactions. Transparency builds trust. Hidden information destroys it. Types of corporate governance models. Different countries follow different governance styles. 1. Shareholder model. Common in the US and UK. Main focus: maximizing shareholder value. Decisions are mostly judged by stock price, profits, returns. 2. Stakeholder model. Common in Europe and Japan. Focuses on employees, customers, society, environment. Not just profits, but long-term sustainability. Neither model is perfect. Most modern companies now try to balance both. What happens when corporate governance fails? Let's look at a simple example. A CEO controls the board, appoints friends as directors, hides losses, manipulates accounts. No one questions him. Eventually, truth comes out. Stock price crashes. Investors lose money. Employees lose jobs. This is why governance is not optional, it's essential. Most big corporate collapses are governance failures, not business failures. Why investors must care? As an investor, you should always ask, Is the board independent? Are financial reports transparent? Is management accountable? Are promoters too powerful? A company with average profits and strong governance is often safer than a high-profit company with poor governance. Corporate governance is not about rules on paper. It's about how power is used inside a company. Strong governance builds trust, protects investors, creates sustainable businesses. Weak governance destroys companies, wipes out wealth, damages economies. If you understand corporate governance, you don't just become a better investor, you become a smarter one. Here is the next part of the corporate governance. Let's continue. Corporate governance laws and regulations. Corporate governance is not just moral responsibility, it is also legally enforced. Different countries have their own frameworks, common governance rules across countries. Most regulations focus on independent directors on the board, separation of CEO and chairman roles, audit committees, transparent financial reporting. The goal is simple: reduce misuse of power and protect investors. Example: India simple overview. In India, SEBI regulates listed companies. Companies must have independent directors. Audit committees are mandatory. Related party transactions must be disclosed. These rules came mainly after major scams to prevent repetition. Rules exist because trust alone is not enough. Role of independent directors. Independent directors are supposed to be neutral, experienced, free from management influence. Their job is to question management decisions, protect minority shareholders, ensure fairness. But here's the reality. If independent directors are friends of promoters, former employees, or silent spectators, then governance becomes just a formality. Good governance needs active, not just present, directors. Role of auditors in corporate governance. Auditors are the financial gatekeepers. Their responsibility: verify financial statements, ensure profits and losses are genuine, report irregularities. When auditors fail, fake profits look real, losses stay hidden, investors are misled. Many corporate scandals lasted years because auditors either missed problems or ignored them. That's why auditor independence, auditor rotation are critical parts of governance. Corporate governance in family-run companies. Many companies, especially in Asia, are family-controlled. This is not always bad. Advantages: long-term vision, strong ownership mindset, faster decisions. Risks: too much power with one family. Nepotism: minority shareholders ignored. Good family businesses balance control with transparency. Tradition with professionalism. Bad ones treat public money like private money. Red flags investors should watch. This part is very important. Major corporate governance red flags. 1. Same person as CEO and chairman. Gives too much power with one individual. 2. Frequent related party transactions. Gives money moving within promoter groups. 3. High promoter salaries despite low profits. Gives poor alignment with shareholders. 4. Frequent auditor changes. Gives possible accounting issues. 5. Low transparency in annual reports. Gives information is being hidden. 6. Independent directors resigning suddenly. Gives internal conflicts or ethical concerns. These signals don't guarantee fraud, but they demand extra caution. Corporate governance vs ESG. You've probably heard of ESG. Environmental, social, governance. Among these three, governance is the foundation. A company cannot protect the environment, treat employees fairly, or act socially responsible if governance itself is weak. Strong governance improves decision-making, reduces long-term risks, attracts global investors. That's why governance scores matter so much today. How corporate governance creates long-term wealth. Good governance doesn't always mean fast growth or flashy profits, but it means stability, predictability, lower risk. Over time, well-governed companies survive crises better, recover faster, and compound wealth steadily. Markets reward trust in the long run. Finally, corporate governance is not exciting. It doesn't promise quick returns, but it quietly decides which companies survive, which collapse, and which investors win or lose. As an investor, never ask only, "How much profit?" Also ask, "How is this company run?" Because in the long term, good governance is good business.